Hey, this is Dave Sherwin. Welcome to this mini-series, Activate Your Superpowers with a Virtual Assistant. This could literally change your business career. If you don't have a virtual assistant, you're flat out leaving money on the table and not accomplishing near as much as you could or making as much money as you possibly could make. This is part one of a three-part mini course that includes a 14-page workbook. The workbook is very important to the course. So if you don't have that yet, and by the way, this is a no pitch. This is 100% free information. There's no pitch in the book or in this webinar. Simply great information on how to get a virtual assistant for yourself. Everything from your requirements doc to hiring, paying, everything. But if you don't have the workbook, you'll want to get that and print that off. That's it. http://escapethematrix.net/VA. So if you need to pause the video and go get that, go ahead and do that now. Let's jump right in to this training. The first point I want to make is that time management sucks. Good entrepreneurs use OPM and OPT. Normally using OPM is a bad thing, but this OPM is other people's money, OPM. And the same principle applies to time. We should use other people's time. And the flat earth allows us to access talented, affordable help for anything we need done. A virtual assistant does not cost money. The only way a virtual assistant costs money is if you don't understand how to make money in your business. And if you don't, then you need to educate yourself better. You're maybe not ready for a virtual assistant yet. But if you know how to make money, but you're just not getting enough of those money-making activities done, or worse, if you're inundated with minutia and stuff you shouldn't even be doing, then you will make money with the VA because you'll farm out that stuff to them. They will accomplish it for $4 or $5 per hour, and you can be doing the high-level stuff that makes your business money. So get rid of that thought of VA. If you do it right, it's going to make you money, not cost you money. You'll also outsource your stress. Gone will be the days when you woke up with a big to-do list and went to bed with a bigger one, and you'll make more money. I'm Dave Sherwin. By way of one slide here, just to let you know who I am and my experience. I've been an entrepreneur since 1993. During that time, I have hired and fired many, many people. And I've had every conceivable experience, from having druggies wreck vans and companies that I owned to having stellar employees who are now lifelong friends. I've had every experience in between. My best financial year was bringing in $1,350,000. That was a high. My worst was going 8 months with no paycheck of any kind and having to pay 2 mortgages, my own and a investment property I'd purchased, and that was a miserable time. So I've seen the highest highs and the lowest lows and everything in between. And the reason I bring that up is because during that time, I've been a serious student of success, time management, free enterprise, marketing, and technology. These have been my focuses. And what I'm about to show you is something that is kind of the culmination of all my years of experience in entrepreneurship. I think this is one of the coolest, hottest, highest ROI, return on investment activities anyone could possibly engage in, what I'm about to show you. Why would you hire a virtual assistant? First of all, because your to-do list will never get done. It's not getting done now, and it won't. Someone else has to do many of your to-dos. Because affordable help is expensive. And with a virtual assistant, if you can pay in dollars and if you can pay in rupees and earn dollars, you can be much more successful. It's affordable. If you can get 2 hours per day, even at $4 an hour, and you have some talented person just for $8 a day doing a bunch of your tasks, that's not only taking care of 2 hours of tasks, that's freeing you up to accomplish higher level tasks, and so it should make you a lot of money. It's for some of you, it'll help you take your business from being a hobby to being serious and take you to a whole higher level. Also, virtual assistants can do a lot of things better than you can, so you'll actually get better quality work. I'm co-founder of the Lighthouse Marketing System, and I'm not putting this in here so much as a plug for my system as for the principle and the concept, the philosophy behind the Lighthouse. The reason we chose the Lighthouse is because to us, the philosophy of shining a light out to sea is very deep and meaningful. And in our marketing, we talk about casting a light and attraction marketing and attracting people into your business. And you know, it's just really hard for most people to do that. They love that philosophy. They love the imagery. But they're not accomplishing their higher level purposes because they've got a big task list. And so this is important probably for you to accomplish your life mission and your higher purpose, is to get somebody else to do those things that is taking you away from your bigger vision. So let's talk about time management. Why don't things get done? I stole these wholesale from Dan Thies at the StomperNet Live 7 event. He brought up these 4 points and they really rang true with me. Let's see how you try them on for size and see how they work for you. But he said there's 4 reasons why things don't get done. Mental chaos. You have too much on your mind. Distraction. Everybody wants your time. Friction. Things are harder than you thought. And then the systems you're using for time management usually feel like work and often are cumbersome in themselves. And so again, by having a VA, you can get rid of a lot of those things. Now let me give you a little bit of an introduction into the world of a VA. My virtual assistant, and by the way, before I even get into this, we've hired programmers in Pakistan. We've had logos done in Macedonia. We've had help in India. We've had help in Madagascar, believe it or not. I've hired help for every conceivable thing you can think of in a variety of different countries and had great experiences with this. My current full-time executive assistant is actually not full-time. He works 5 hours a day for me, and he accomplishes more in 5 hours than I can possibly do in 10. He's a lifesaver. I don't know how I get by without him. And I asked him to help me write an article about business virtual assistants in easyarticles.com. And this is a little piece he wrote. I want to just read it to you. He said, "My name is PT from India. I am working virtual assistant VA for Dave Sherwin. He is running an internet marketing firm. He does not have enough time to do everything. That is the reason he hired me. Working with Dave is a joy and pleasure. Every day Dave sends me a list of tasks, which is with complete instructions. I finish the tasks and send him updates daily. I'm very much pleased to work with him and looking forward to work with long term." Now, you can sense, obviously, that he speaks English as a second language, although he speaks perfectly fine English to accomplish everything that I need done. But notice the attitude. And trust me, I told you, I've hired and fired a lot of people in the last 16 years, and not many of them said working with me is a joy and a pleasure. I'll just be honest, I know myself well enough to know that I'm actually a little bit of a bear to work around. And after 6 months, most people are probably glad to just not work for me. I don't know. But to have someone who really enjoys working for me, has a great attitude, has been a phenomenal experience, and he's done an absolutely great job. And there are millions of guys and ladies just like him who would love to be your virtual assistant. Now, this is broken up into a 3-part mini course, and video 2 will cover what can a VA do, how do you write your requirement stock to hire a VA, where do you find a VA, requirement posting tips, and how to engage their services. So if you haven't yet got the workbook, go to escapethematrix.net/VA, and we'll see you on video 2.